Hi there, my name is Miss Shelby Silverman, and I am a social work and counseling intern here at LVUSD. I'm getting my master's degree in social work from Cal State Northridge, and I'll be graduating in May. So I've been interning for the district for the 2019-2020 academic school year, and I've been predominantly working at the Community 360 Counseling Center, as well as many different sites throughout the district. So today I'm here to share 3 different focusing activities that can help you get some schoolwork done at home. So I know it can be really hard to sit down and get focused at home. Some of us have parents and family members throughout the house. You might have siblings that distract you and friends. And then there are also other sort of distractions. You might have your TV and you might have music going and all these different things, right? Video games, social media, and our phones can be really distracting. So how do we sit down and get schoolwork done when there's all these distractions going on around us and distractions going on in our own heads? So I'm here to share 3 different ways to do that. So they're super simple. You only need 3 different things to do this activity. First, you'll need a timer. So you can use your phone if you have one. If you don't have a phone, you can use a normal timer or an alarm clock. Anything that'll time you, or even have someone else keep time for you if that works. You can set it from 3 to 5 minutes. I usually set it for 5 minutes, but if you only have 3 minutes to spare, you can totally do that as well. So that's the first thing that you'll need. The second thing is you'll need some markers, any markers of your choice. And if you don't have markers, that's totally fine. You can use pens, pencils, any sort of crayons, colored pencils. You can use highlighters, anything like that, Sharpies, anything that you have on hand, feel free to grab. Last but not least, you'll need some paper. So I have some lined paper right here, but you can use some unlined paper if that works better for you or if that's what you have access to. And then I have it in a journal. If you want to write it in a journal, you can, or in a composition book, a spiral notebook, or if you just have loose leaf paper. Any of those options are totally fine. So that's all you'll need for these activities. So let's get started, and I'll show you 3 different activities to help you focus right when you're sitting down to do some work. So what you'll do is right when you're getting ready to do some work, you'll sit down at your desk or your learning space, wherever that is, and you'll set your timer for 5 minutes. And the first activity is a scribbling activity. So you can try this if you like, where you take your pen, any sort of pen that you have, and you make contact with the paper, and then you scribble for 5 minutes without breaking contact from the paper and the marker. So just continuously scribbling all throughout, however you want, throughout the whole paper for 5 minutes. And what that helps you do is kind of get your mind blank and get your mind in the zone and ready for whatever type of learning you're going to be doing next. So another activity you can do if you don't feel like scribbling is you can do a doodling activity where you can set your timer for 3 to 5 minutes and you can simply draw or doodle anything you want on your piece of paper. Anything in your head, anything that pops up, let it out in the form of doodles and drawings. The last activity is if you don't really like to draw or you don't feel like scribbling and you prefer to write, you can definitely do that. So this activity, you will be setting your timer again for 5 minutes and writing anything you want for those 5 minutes. So you can do that in a couple different ways. You can write it in like a journal entry or diary entry, like you're writing to yourself. You can write a letter to somebody else. Or if you prefer to just brain dump, which means just write anything that comes into your head and anything that pops into your mind, then you can write that down as well. So anything, it doesn't have to be grammatically correct, it doesn't have to make sense, it doesn't have to be in full sentences. Anything that comes to your head, just get it out of your brain so that you're ready and focused and getting ready to do any sort of learning. So I hope that you can try one of these 3 activities, and I hope you find one that works for you, and happy learning.